Well, our Tasmanian road trip has begun.
And we thought, what a more iconic place to start than the platypus capital of the world, Latrobe. Because if you're at the right place at the right time, you're very likely to see a platypus, which is exactly what we did this morning. So we've just rocked up to Werribee Forest Reserve and
we're super excited. Because we're potentially about to see some platypus.
Yes, we are going to be walking along the Mersey River and trying to see if we can see platypus. So apparently the best time to see a platypus is super early in the morning or just before sunset. And you may be able to tell behind me from all the fog, but we've rocked up super early in the morning. We came at first light before sunrise, and it's very, very, very chilly this morning. So we're all rugged up in our winter gear.
Seeing platypus is probably one of the top things that we had on our list to do on our lap around Australia. And it's probably going to be one of the harder ones to do because it's not like we're just visiting a tourist attraction or, you know, a natural attraction. They're wild animals and they're extremely elusive and apparently very difficult to see in the wild.
Super rare, super shy, super hard to see.
Wish us luck. We've heard some great things about this place, so I'm crossing my fingers. By the way, if it wasn't obvious at all, you have to be very quiet and reduce your movement as much as possible to see the platypus, which is going to be pretty difficult considering the path is a little muddy, but we'll do our best.
So we're just gonna stay quiet and walk along this path until we see something, I guess.
I genuinely don't know what's gonna happen when we see one, because like already I feel like my heartbeat is just like going
You're
crazy.
so excited.
And I can already feel my eyes like
Alright,
tearing
okay.
up.
We gotta go focus. Okay, we're pretty sure we've seen something. We've just seen some movement. Oh my god, so exciting.
I just dove under.
Okay, we gotta be quiet.
We did a little bit of research and apparently they can dive under for like
Up to a minute or so?
Yeah, I think it's 90 seconds. But
on average.
typically it's a lot less than that. So we'll wait around for like, I guess 2 minutes to see if it pops back up.
There we go. Do you see it?
Oh my gosh, Lydia.
It's floating. Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
They're so sneaky.
They're so little. They're way small.
There's no way that you would spot them if you didn't come here specifically to see them.
Yeah, right? Maybe you'd be like, oh, what's that? And then it would disappear. They're so little.
They're so much smaller than I was expecting.
Right?
Especially because the Tasmanian platypus is different to the Australian
I think
mainland
they're bigger.
one. Yeah, the Tasmanian ones are much bigger than much bigger than the mainland ones.
I feel like when you see pictures of platypus, now that I think about it, they're never compared to something, so you really can't tell their size. And now that we're here, they're so tiny. Like, they are way smaller than I expected. They're adorable.
Maybe we just see photos of like the chunky ones that make us think that they're huge. Or the male, should I say, not the chunky.
He popped up again.
Oh my gosh, it's so active.
He's so cute. He? She? I don't know.
Maybe it's a she. We are in breeding season, so they're starting to mate.
It's soon
now.
to be breeding season.
Yeah, so maybe we'll see a love donut.
So there's one over there that was just scratching. One that was here. And then there's one that was over here. They were just over here. Yeah, it's literally in between the three of them. Just had a leech. I flicked it off. Thankfully it was on my leggings and it hadn't latched yet.
Tiny are they? Jeez.
So tiny, but I could feel it walking on my leg, but it's just there. Also, I've just got to comment on how stunning this place is. Like, look how glassy and beautiful the water is. Incredible. This has been so incredible.
It like, honestly, my expectations were, yeah, and the reality was like
I think
the sky's the limit.
when the one came close in front of us, we were both just like sobbing.
Yeah.
Like genuinely just sobbing in silence, like trying to be as quiet as possible, like And we've seen so many, right?
Like at least 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And like not like 5 or 6 separately or individually, like 5 or 6 like pretty close to each other.
Yeah. Within maybe like, what, 200 meters of the car park?
Yeah.
And we've been here a couple hours now because we keep spotting a new one, then following it, and then spotting another one. We could, honestly, I think we could spend all day here.
Yeah, easy. Like, I don't know how long it's been, but it feels like it's been like 5 minutes.
This is incredible. I cannot think of a better way to start our Tasmanian road trip.
I'm honestly super excited to see what Tasmania has for us.
Just leaving. The van is just here at the top of this, and I spotted a ring in the water, and there's a platypus. So we've come back down. What a start to Tasmania. This is just amazing. Let's give you guys an idea of what to expect. This is what it's like. The water is straight glass, and then suddenly it'll pop up. There we go. Just ahead. You can see in front or behind. There we go. And you see all the rings around him, and you just see him floating. How beautiful. Oh my gosh. Also, we haven't really talked about them much, but Australia has a lot of these big things dotted throughout the whole country, and we haven't really been to many. I think just the big orange in Harvey, but this is another one. A giant platypus in Latrobe, which is pretty iconic. just pulled up to our campsite and a little paddy melon has come out. Oh my gosh, Bian's trying to sneak up on it and not spook it away. What have you spotted, Bian?
Another watermelon.
Watermelon?
Yeah, paddy melon. It's right
Paddy
there.
melon.
They kind of look shaped like a watermelon.
That's kind of mean.
They're so adorable.
They're so fluffy and cute.
We've just made it to our campsite and it is bloody beautiful. Just like mind-blowing. Did not expect it to be this amazing. But we're gonna make lunch and then do a hike after that. I'll quickly show you guys around. I just put some flip-flops on. So if you're interested, this is Levin Canyon picnic area, I believe it was. So it's a picnic area, but it's also a camping site. There's a couple of sites available, and we drove up this hill because everyone was down there, and we thought, well, might be a spot up here. And it turns out there is a spot up here. Beautiful. But right behind us, little walkway area. It's like a little forest area that's nice and secluded and beautiful. So there's like a little, it's also another van, 4x4. But there's toilets over there. And then there's like a undercover barbecue area. This place is pretty cool, not gonna lie. Should I make pizza?
Maybe.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's pizza time.
So while Vian's causing a ruckus behind me as he makes pizza. Vian! Shush. I thought I should kind of explain our plans for Tassie because we told you guys we're coming to Tassie, but we didn't really explain anything about our road trip around Tasmania and how long we're here and where we're going and etc. etc. We have not booked return ferry tickets. So we actually have no official end date for this road trip around Tassie currently. And from what we've looked at our planning, we're thinking we'll be here at least till February. Which, how long is that, Bian? February? What are we now?
I don't know.
September,
Probably
October,
at least
November,
5
December,
months.
Yeah, 6 months we're
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah.
So probably at least 6 months. We've got so much planned already. We're planning on staying around the north, mostly northwest,
Northwest, that's the one.
northwest area to start with, because we have something for a specific date around Cradle Mountain area.
Yeah.
So we don't want to go too far yet. So we're going to be pretty much northwest. Then we're doing some special stuff in Cradle Mountain. Then we're going to continue, I think, anti-clockwise. And we'll go around the whole of Tasmania. So we're going to cover a lot. We've got so much planned. I'm so excited. I feel like it's all really exciting. And all things that we love. A lot of adventure travel. My legs are blocking me.
We've probably driven like 100 kilometers so far. And I don't think there's been a single moment where you've been like, oh, this looks mid. It looks amazing.
It's
like
beautiful
picture perfect.
everywhere.
Everywhere. It is.
Everywhere we've been has been stunning. So we're really, really pumped. But the stuff we have planned is all stuff we love. Like, it's so much adventure travel and nature, and it's just I can't wait to show you guys. I'm so pumped for the next 6 months. They're going to be amazing. But like I said, no official end date, so it's really go with the flow and see how long we want to be here, but we're guessing about 6 months. So I'm so excited, and we're here for the tail end of winter, so we'll get some wintry vibes and maybe some snow, and then we're gonna experience Tassie in summer as well, which is really cool. So thought we should update you on that. We're gonna have food and then we'll check in with you later when we go on the hike. Bye.
So we've just had pizza. It's been a while since we had pizza because the solar in Vic was pretty horrible. And we've actually been getting decent solar in Tasmania. But we're doing the walk now. And I also just wanted to say that it's such a great benefit to having your own van when you can literally just do everything at like sunset. And there's no one here except for one other caravan. Like everyone else is left now. So no more day use people. So we can actually experience this to ourselves, which you may be thinking, well, it's not that much different. There's already, like, just in the picnic area, there's 10 plus paddy melons when before there was just one. So it's, the wildlife is out, the humans are gone, and it's just perfect. Seriously though, this is the start of the hike. And look at this.
So beautiful.
I feel like this is pretty much like the Otways. I feel like Tasmania has just been that, like Otways, just forests everywhere, and like these walks are just so lush and green and full of ferns and wildlife. It's just, I'm impressed. Just made it to the lookout.
The first lookout.
The first lookout.
It already looks insane from what I can see.
From what we can see, you can't see the full thing. It already looks, yeah, pretty amazing.
Oh, what? Oh my gosh, I can't capture this.
Tasmania just, what? It's seriously just unreal. It almost looks fake. Just how perfect everything is. It just feels like we're in like a video game or something, like in VR, where we're like looking at it and it's like, what? I can't believe this is real.
It looks like it's been sculpted like on purpose. The way the, what do you call them? I don't want to say cliffs, but like the way it like falls in.
It's almost a shame that the sun's setting on that side though.
Yeah, because it's kind of in our way.
Yeah, and it's like casting a big shadow over here.
All right, on to the next lookout. I probably shouldn't do this while I'm walking down the stairs, so I'm gonna not really look at the camera and focus on the stairs. But I realized we didn't really explain where we were. So we're at Lydia Canyon, and it's this giant, amazing, beautiful canyon, and the river that flows through it is Lydia River. And when I had to catch my breath. And when I was researching Lydia Canyon, I'm pretty sure I saw that in winter 70,000 kiloliters of water run through that river. It's kind of wild. So, fun fact. But we're heading to the next lookout. Let's see if it's cool.
There's also a sign up there that say that there could be devils and stuff.
Yes, Tasmanian devils, quolls, paddy melons, which we know are here because we've seen so many, and loads of other amazing animals.
So exciting. I like, seriously, I hope that we hear them at night.
Same, I want to hear.
If I hear a Tasmanian devil, I will probably cry.
Alright, fingers crossed. I better focus on this path because look how skinny it got. Skinny! Just commenting on how it felt like there were loads of steps, and then we find this seat that says 393 more steps, but we've done 304. That's a lot.
This is so beautiful.
It is, honestly.
I literally feel like I'm a broken record at this stage. Like,
everything's beautiful,
whoa,
everything's stunning,
it's so beautiful.
everything's unreal, everything's breathtaking. I didn't think we'd be crossing like a little creek though.
Yeah,
this is cool. We came down a lot lower than I thought we would. I thought the other lookout was going to be like a similar height to that one. So coming down that many stairs and now crossing a creek, I'm like, where are we headed? Do not drink water.
Why?
Platypus poo.
Platypus poo.
This is crazy beautiful.
Who knew that we were going to come this low though?
Right? You can actually feel how wild the water is now. Like you can hear it. It's so loud.
I would say it sounds loud as well, but it sounded very loud up there, so...
It's louder here.
It's louder. It feels like we're in nature that no one's been in, like...
It feels like, untouched.
Yeah, it feels untouched. It's insane. I am just, yeah, blown away. Here we are now, and the other lookout is right at the top there. It did not feel like we went that far.
It did not feel like we went that. Like I knew we were going far, and I was like, oh, we're going quite far, but I didn't know it was that far.
I seriously wish that I could fly a drone here.
It'd be so cool.
I genuinely can't do this place justice without a drone. And sadly, just like all the other states that we were in, except for WA so far, you can't fly drones in national parks, reserves, blah, 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 blah. But that's okay, because it's still just amazing being here and really taking it in. And yeah, broken record again. We're heading off back to the campsite now. Hopefully we can spot some creatures, but I don't think we will because it's not dark enough yet.
I was gonna say we gotta be quick to get back before it gets dark and the Tasmanian devils bite our bums.
Or the little eastern pygmy possum.
Eastern pygmy possums, they're so cute. They have them here.
We have finally made it back to the van, and there's even more paddy melon around than there were before. Like probably 30 in that picnic area over there.
What a way to start our Tasmanian road trip.
I can't believe that we saw like 50 plus paddy melon and at least 6 platypuses, platypi.
And like some of the most beautiful scenery ever.
Yeah.
Today has been incredible.
It has. But
there's one more thing that we got left that we're gonna do tomorrow.
Yeah.
See you there. Did you really think we'd end our first video in Tassie without doing a mountain hike?
let's do this. We have made it to the saddle.
We probably look dead right now.
Yeah.
That was hard.
We didn't film any of the descent really because it was very, very boggy, very wet. It was pretty much like we were walking up a creek, let's be honest.
So much of the creek was flowing on the track.
Yeah.
It was muddy, it was wet, it was slippy.
And it rained a little bit, like a teeny weeny bit.
And we've been in amongst the cloud, but finally made it to the saddle.
Yeah.
between Van Dyke and Mount Roland. And apparently the rest of the way
Should
to
be
Mount
easier.
Roland should be easier. Apparently we've done the worst of it now, but
Yeah, it's actually surprisingly pretty steep at the start.
and that's the funny bit is I read that people were like, oh, it starts quite moderate and then it gets steep. The whole thing was steep.
Yeah. And I'm so sure that none of the time markers are like correct. Like
Yeah.
on the hike, even like guides online, it's but I'm pretty proud. This
I'm
is
proud.
our first kind of hike in Tasmania.
Yeah, first proper mountain hike and first mountain hike in a long time.
Yeah. And I actually don't feel too bad really.
Yeah, I feel alright. Like we've been pooped, but that's kind of what a mountain hike is.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna have a snack and chill and then make that final stretch up. We're kind of waiting for the cloud to clear. There's been quite a lot of cloud. When we arrived, there wasn't that much cloud, and
Yeah.
now it's been
We
completely
keep
covered.
checking the rain radar and
Yeah, and the
the
live
weather
cam
and
of the
whatever.
mountain to
Yeah.
see what the clouds
but
look
it looks like it's about to pass. But I know in about an hour and a half there's some rain coming, so
Fingers crossed, not too bad.
we're gonna have a little snack and then continue on our journey. I feel like when you're doing a hike or cycling or something, there's nothing better than having a good snack afterwards or in between. But now, for a little pick-me-up as well, we're gonna have a little chopper chop. So, don't be jealous.
Well, we made it, and we would have loved to have shown you 360-degree panoramic views of Cradle Mountain,
And
Bass
Bass
Strait,
Strait and
Barn
Bluff.
Bluff, and all these amazing mountains, but completely clouded in,
Yeah.
and it started raining, so we're filming on my phone. That was a hectic hike.
Yeah.
Majority of the stretch from the saddle is underwater.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like a river
it's
that you
literally a
walk through.
creek. You're walking through the whole way up.
So insane.
It's pretty wild.
Thanks for watching us on the start of our Tasmanian road trip, and see you in the next one. Bye guys.